Right, this is the pass racing series on Zwift. It's Friday night, the 17th, and it's just about the 3:15 one. It's in the category which is 2:10 to 3:30. I think it's range 2 or range 1 of the gravel race. Just got on last minute and also just got the gravel bike in time, so it was going to be a bit of a training ride, but then I felt alright, so potted on. I want to try and keep near the front and try to get a podium. I was 4th last time round in this and got beat at the line, so I want to get one or a couple more up from that. And when we got going, there's only 34 in. Normally there's a lot more in the pens and that, so I thought I might have a good chance. So stick near the front, try to watch what everybody else is doing and see where we get to. You might have guessed where I got to by the title of the video, or the title of me Strava bit. But this is the downhill segment, the lead in, and come over the jungle bridge there. And as you can see, I'm in 3rd, and my average watts is 2.26 at the moment. I'm in the top 10, and there's a bunch forming. You can see on the map there's 2 off the back. A little bunch has formed. I'll roll to the back. There's about 15 to 20 in it, I think. Still going downhill, so trying to keep the average watts down. I'm trying not to do too much. I'm trying to pick out who the sort of stronger riders are. On the downhill sections I'm pretty good, still weighing about 93 kilos, so I'm better downhill than I am up. I like this little course because it's just two laps now of this like circular circuit, which is an uphill climb, which isn't too bad, about 3 to 4%, mainly about 2.5 on the way up, and I can get myself up there quite nicely. Feeling quite strong lately, so the training's going in the right direction. So I'm averaging, you see on the blue where my name is there, about 3 watts per kilo going up here. If I can go a little bit higher than that, I will. But at the moment, just trying to sit with the lead, the front of this little group. See where we get to. So I've slowed this segment down at like ×2 speed, and it'll just get us through it a little bit quicker. Not the most exciting of races. So that's about a quarter of the way up the climb, then it kicks up again. It's very much sort of yellow segment all the way up with a few little bits of red and a few downhill segments. So I'm pushing quite hard here. 3.1 watts per kilo. People are coming with us, but they're not really wanting to take it on off the front. Just trying to see the names because it's a bit hard to see them on the iMovie because the screen's a little bit smaller when you do the commentary. Again, I'm off the front again, 3.4, 3.1. So L van der Keer, Power Swamp, Lotzi, C, couldn't even say that, and K Nave, they're all the top lot. And then it's probably a 2-second gap back to another little group that's forming behind. So when I was looking here, the 2 lads in the grey there, the grey tops there, the pass jerseys, so they've obviously done these races before and got the jerseys, so keep my eye on them too. And this Van der Keer who's gone again, so I'm just sort of sticking with them and trying my best. So it's me off the front now, just with a bit more power. You can see the power graph at the bottom to how I'm getting up sort of high end, and my average watts is going up on the right hand side, 2.39 at the moment, which again not massive for me, but you've got to go up this twice. So there's, I would say 4 or 5 of us in the breakaway here off the front with just a little gap of 2 seconds to the group behind us, so very bridgeable and people can get across. shouldn't really be a great problem for them. It now knocks downhill for a little bit, or a bit of a flat, and then it kicks up again to the bridge, and then down over the bridge and up the other side, and then it's downhill to the finish line or the end of the first lap on this one. So again, I think everybody's just feeling each other out and just seeing who's got the watts and who hasn't. But I think the front group now is probably about six or seven deep. I put in a bit of a kick to the line because I want to get over here fast, because you can get swallowed up quite easily, and see who wants to come across. But I think they're all just sitting on us, sitting in my draft. So Power Swamp has comes past us there, and Van der Keer, I think it's in the red. And we all put a little bit of a dig in to get up and over this, and then I think ultimately you're best sitting in, but going on gravel downhill, it's easy to get dropped off the back. You need to keep, you can't sort of like super tuck, or haven't been able to yet, and you just need to steer with them and not do too much. I'm slightly heavier, so it seems to drag me at the front quite a lot. So I think I was at the back there. I think there's 8 or 7 in the group, 8 in the group. 1, 2, yeah, maybe 9. And then there's 15-second gap, you can see down the right hand side, to R. Gillen. He's sort of leading the next group, so there's a group 15 seconds behind. Still going downhill, and then it'll kick up and we back onto we don't go straight onto the climb, but it just goes up from here, and then the climb starts a little bit further up. So I was feeling really strong. I know when I went through this bit last time, I felt like I was in the wrong gear. I was it felt relatively easy. So my mind was, I'll just sit in till we get halfway up, and then I'll put a bit of an effort in and see if anybody can come along for the ride with us. So that corner there is where I think I'm going to launch a bit, so I put a bit of an effort in. And try and look at Kay Nava, who's behind us, and they're coming with us. They seem to be matching my power and sitting in, and there's a 1 second gap back to them now, so there's 2 of us at the front with a 1 second gap. Very closable, and it's not much of a gap, but it is a gap, so people are dropping off, that they're finding this bit hard. So Lotzi, see something, lettuce or something like that, and Power Swamp all seem to be the 4 at the front. So giving it a bit more on this bit, you can see my average power on the sides going up to 2.4. I know it's coming, the downhill sections or the flats, the blues, I think you can get a little bit extra power in and get away. So there's 6 people there at the front. I'm putting in a bigger dig now to get up, because I know that we're coming up to the top of the climb, and then it's a little bit of a respite until it goes over the bridge. So there, I've got 1 second gap from Power Swamp, and there's a 7 second gap back to the next sort of group. I'm kicking as hard as I can when I can do. I want to get over this little 2 little yellow sections, orange sections here, and then onto the bridge. So it's a 3 second gap now, so I'm thinking, right, put in as much as I can, try and get that up to 5 seconds. And they must, we can see by their power figures, they're thinking the same. That's too big a gap. People are starting to drop a lot more power to try and catch up. So it's down over the bridge and then up this little kicker here, which again put a big watt, drop a load of watts down and try and keep it spinning over. My heart rate's up quite high. Lot C get past us there. I'm going to say C light, but I don't think it is. But they're the two ahead of us, so I'm thinking, right, they've obviously caught us. They've closed that 4-second gap, so they've still got a bit in the tank. So it's us three now, down this other side. So I'm looking back, the next person, Van der Keer, is 6-7 seconds behind us. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the front three. So it's worth a commit to try and finish top three, which is what I want. So it's worth a commit. The only trouble is with this one is that's the finish line, and I didn't realise I was still waiting for something else. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you can. Roll on to the next one.